So I'm Hillary Rosenbaum. I was Torah Fund Chair of Women of Temple Israel in Charlotte, North Carolina for 8 years. And when it came to going the next step, I was membership vice president, and then have now become Torah Fund vice president. So, and I've been in Charlotte for 19 years. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. You all know Marcia Rainey. She's our Torah Fund vice president. Torah
No,
Fund
I'm
president,
the
sorry.
president.
She's the region. I'm sorry. A little nervous, y'all.
No need.
Our region president. She's fantastic. She's our past treasurer. She's our past everything. You name it. Marcia's probably done all of it. And a good buddy as well. The other person I'd like to introduce who's doing all the wonderful technology tonight is Limor Wasserman. She is originally from the Seaboard region, a New Garden Seaboard, right?
Garden State.
Garden State.
Garden State. And she and her husband moved here to Charlotte officially last year in the winter months because it's so pretty here. And she's also the budget chair for Women's League International. Sits on numerous boards, and she's our tech support tonight. And between Marcia and Limor, I couldn't ask for better cheerleaders. So thank you both. And I want to let you know that Julia Loeb, our international president, sends her best. There is another meeting happening, so she could not send her regards by video.
I know Julia.
So let's start.
Seaboard.
You
Right.
do?
Oh, yeah.
She's from Seaboard.
Yeah. But she's great. And hopefully, Paula, you'll get to meet her or see her someday. So we're going to start with welcome to WLCJ's Women's League page.
So, Andy, I assume you've been on there before, but Paula, this is probably brand new to you, seeing that you are new to our sisterhood.
So this is, Paula, what you're going to do in Google is you're going to start with WLCJ.org. And you're going to Google it, and then you're going to hit it.
Wait, what's the URL? Say it again. What?
WLCJ.org.
Okay, WLCJ.org. Okay.
Okay, but
why do I have to Google it? Why can't I just enter it?
Right, you can.
Yes.
But Paula, like we were talking about with Andy having to transfer Andy's membership from the other region, you are not yet a member as far as the database goes. So I need to bug Gay to get both of you on there and pay your $15 per capita so that you can get into we're looking at member only information here. So even if you go on here, a lot of this you won't be able to access yet. So, but you can poke around and see the public stuff.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hillary, didn't mean to interrupt there.
I'm at the home page, so I can.
Right.
So this is the next box. It's lovely pink, and as you can see the arrow, this is your login. You're going to click on login, and you're going to enter your email address, which Limor is doing, and she does it funky. And then there's this password. You're not going to have a password. You're going to have to create it or reset it. You're going to hit reset password. Will take you back to your email account, and then you can set up your own password. Once you set it up, you're going to hit login. Does that make sense?
I'm a techie. I've been online for 25 years, more than that. Since they created PCs, I worked on the first PC, so I've been online for 40 years. I can get it.
You want to come to my house and help me with the Mac, because no one's been able to help.
I documented one of the first PCs on the market. So yeah.
Oh my God,
Well,
that's amazing.
the problem is Hillary's a Mac girl, not a PC girl.
Yeah. So once you log in, you're going to get all these accounts, my account and member information. You're going to go to the second box. It says download WLCJ member materials.
More, can you maximize that anymore? Because I see Andy's.
I
trying
left
to
my
see.
computer glasses at work, so.
Yeah.
Is that better? Is that better?
Oh, much better. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, no problem, just ask.
So this is the next page. It's called member documents. And Lee Moore's is a little different than mine. She has the board of directors and executive committee, but we all have this wonderful thing called Torah Fund. And it could be an icon anywhere. Mine is on the right side. Yours can be on top. It does not matter. That's your icon to click into wonderful world of Torah Fund. So it is now processing. And this is beginning of member documents Torah Fund campaign. One thing is in this page, oh, there's a couple. This is the Torah. I want you to see second from the bottom. It's called the Torah Fund Evergreen Materials. This enables you for certificates, digital ads, logos, how to get greeting cards, as well as the e-cards, electronic e-cards. So I'm just going to briefly go over, just hit the greeting cards form. I'm not sure if your West End has a gift shop. I do at Temple Israel, but we have gift cards that we sell to our members for $1 each. No, I'm sorry, $5 each throughout the year. And you can order them. They're $1 to you, but you ask for reimbursement from your president because your volunteers, you're not paying for anything except for your time, which is so much more. And then you order. So the minimum order is 50 cards, $50, and you can, put as much as you want. And the bottom it shows you the date, your address. Most important is your synagogue and your affiliate. Anytime you fill out any paperwork, I need you both to understand how important that the affiliate and the synagogue and the region gets credited. There are 13 regions in the from Canada down through Mexico, from east, west, north, south. It's a lot of women and a lot of temples with a lot of same names. So
What's our affiliate?
Your affiliate,
Synagogue.
West
What-
End Synagogue.
West End Synagogue,
And
and
then-
what's our region?
Southern, baby. We be Southern girls now.
Yeah,
sorry.
Paula, now you're a Southern girl.
We're not called Music City Sisterhood. That's all.
What's our region? Can you just answer? Too many people were talking at once, so I couldn't hear it.
All right. Your synagogue is West End Synagogue.
It's
Your
for the affiliate, that's the affiliate, no?
And it's also your affiliate.
Okay,
Your region is Southern.
Southern, okay, that's what I missed, thank you.
Yeah, you go by Music City and Women of Temple Israel goes by WODI, but the main office does not do acronyms. So you can always write Music City in your literature, but when it comes to filling out important papers like this, it is West End Synagogue. That is the affiliate's name. I will never see anything if you put in Music City. We will not get any credit. So that is most important that I need to stress to both of you, that you need to stress to the members.
Okay.
And Paula, as we talked about very briefly, when this is all free form, that's not drop downs. So
Yep, okay,
But as you see, as I'm clicking, there's fields you can type into. It's like a PDF you
it's
can
a
type in.
PDF fillable.
So it's easy. You don't have to create your own boxes.
Oh,
right?
and also actually Helen usually orders these, and she keeps these stocked in the gift shop. So you guys actually don't have to buy those.
That's excellent to know that. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
And then we have at your convenience, there's Legacy, there's the Torah Fund logo, and we also have the e-card flyers. And I want to move on because we only have 15 minutes left with Andy.
Right.
So we're going to go back to download materials
Wait,
and
wait.
hit the Torah button again.
Yeah, you went back too far.
And then we're going to go to the first document called 2024-25 campaign. At your leisure, ladies, please hit the Torah Fund brochure 24-25, which is on the top. It's something you can print out It's about a trifold. It's beautiful. It's redone, and you can hand them out at your events. And it gives the list of the seminaries. It tells the members what Torah Fund is. It even explains the color stones of the pins. And just to give you one brief part of history, Torah Fund was started by Matilda Schechter and friends in 1942. So we are over 80 years old in this fund that WLCJ has dedicated to their philanthropy. So now we're going to start on slides. As you may know, this is our Torah Fund statement for the year. Our theme, Am Yisrael Chai, the people of Israel live, not anything else. We go with the name, the people of Israel live.
The more advanced.
Because there are other meanings to this. Am Yisrael Chai, but this Women's League, this is our logo for the year. You can use it in a Rosh Chodesh group if you have one. You can use it through programming, and definitely you're using it through Torah Fund. Okay, next slide. This is our dedicated philanthropy again, and its members and affiliates, and it supports conservative congregations across North America and in Canada. Gotta make sure of that. So, welcome to our beautiful seminaries. Torah Fund is located at the top left corner, called the Jewish Theological Seminary in New York, where the rabbis, cantors, and educators go to study. Is a beautiful, beautiful building, and I was so fortunate to be there this summer. Is you want to go there and study. The next school is the, I don't know if
Was a long time ago. It wasn't, it was in a different building, I'm pretty sure. When
Yes,
probably
yes.
60 years ago.
Really, Paula?
Yeah.
5 years ago, yeah.
and
But then.
some of the buildings, the Schechter building has been leveled and new residence buildings have been built. So, and Torah Fund has been part of buildings and the library that you can only use, that's been on microfiche that we have supported through Torah Fund. Then we're in Los Angeles at Ziegler School of Rabbinic Studies in Los Angeles. They had their own building up until last year. They now are sharing space in another building, which is a little bit closer, a little bit nicer, and a little bit safer. And the fun fact for you two to know is that my niece met her husband, both became rabbis, and now they are in Cleveland, Ohio, where he's the assistant rabbi of Shul there, and they have a daughter who was born this April. So yes, match just can't be made while you go to school.
They met at the seminary?
Yes.
Yeah, they met the first day, and they
nice.
after the first week they never left.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
miracles do happen.
Let's
Then
try
we're
to
gonna
get
go to
through the
this
slide deck while Andy is still with us, okay?
Okay, so
Lori,
let's go back.
because the.
Okay, so those are two names. And here again is Yisrael Chai. The word unrestricted is very important. And Andy, the reason being is monies are given to the 5 seminaries. They're allocated throughout the year. It's like a pie chart. Once the funds are allocated to each seminary, this is very important for you and your members to understand. The students who get their bills and scholarships, on their scholarship bill, their payment bill every year, they will see support, and it will say Women's League support on their billing. So they know they are getting support from us. The 5 schools with the unrestricted funds can use it for bringing in speakers, putting on programs, and buying materials at their discretion. And this happens with every nonprofit, as you understand. I hope you understand. But the most important thing is when the student gets monies from Torah Fund, it's on their bill. They know we are supporting them. So that is the best thing I can tell you about the Torah Fund. That we do for everybody. Okay. There's Torah Fund Legacy Society. We're going to skip that. You can go over it at your own leisure. Women's League affiliates, or we still say sisterhoods. That's 13 Torah Fund region vice presidents. I'm one. Affiliates and sisterhoods, Andy, you're two. Affiliate presidents, that is Martha Luntz, and your chairs is Paula, and then you have committee members. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. Those are the people you're going to lean on throughout the entire time you're the chair. Next screen. Here are your 13 region vice presidents, and as you can see, Southern Region is the best and the last.
It's
And I,
you'd have to scroll down to see it.
yeah, you have to scroll down to see us. We do have an
Okay.
International Torah Fund Leadership Board, starting with Julia Loeb, our international president. I report to Lori Snow, our International Torah Fund chair. Marilyn Berkowitz is our vice chair for finance. I don't really interact with her that much. And then we have a new communications chair. Her name is Shelley Swalbnest. I think I email her twice a week now, and she corrects my wording and she answers my questions. I'm the one that deals with the 3 chairs. If you have questions, Andy, or Paula, when doing transmittals, they always come to me. If I cannot answer anything, I will go to Lori and to Shelley and or to Cheryl Solomon to get you the answers. So I am always going to be your key to any question. Is that okay with y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, good. The 2 most important people that are part of the Torah Fund staff is the Torah Fund staff. We have 2. Go figure. Lisa Paul joined Torah Fund as director in 2020. Cheryl Ma Solomon has been our finance manager for over 20 years.
Wow.
She troubleshoots. She puts down, like if you need more pins, Andy, you would write to Cheryl Ma Solomon saying, I need some more benefactor pins or guardian pins. Lisa Paul works with you if you want a student speaker.
These are employees or volunteers?
Yeah, we pay them. Oh no, they're
These-
paid.
So these are
Paula-
employees. Okay, that's what I need.
Paula, and actually, technically, these 2 people are employees of the Jewish Theological Seminary,
By their
not
email
of
address.
Women's League. All the other people on the previous page, they're all volunteers
Right,
of Women's League.
okay.
Right.
That's what I asked.
Yes,
You guys
Torah
have email
Fund-
addresses.
right, because
Henry-
Torah Fund money does not go to them. They're paid by
Andy,
us.
Andy,
Yeah.
I have received our pins.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so, we need to make arrangements so I can get those to you.
Yeah.
Andy, what I'd like you to do is, for those who have paid,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you and Paula will work on, is you personally figure out a way to get those pins to your donors.
Yeah, yeah.
I like to emphasize, when you give at a level
Yeah.
of 180, 300, and so on, the 180 and $300, these are thank you pins as a thank you gift from the Torah Fund to our benefactor.
Yeah.
They are, and the pins, which I'm wearing tonight, this is the benefactor at 180. We wear it to our meetings on Zoom, our meetings at the temple,
Mhm.
our program events, any Zoom meeting you hold.
I don't
Get
have
the
my
picture?
yet. It's at Marcia's house.
Bring,
Right. I didn't even pull mine out yet because I haven't.
so
paid
when
the-
you go to Shul High Holiday, and people
Yeah.
see a beautiful new pin, you can talk about it.
Yeah, right.
And just for some irrelevant information, the bag is blue and white, and the blue is in the same color as the flag of Israel. They matched it 100%.
Wow.
It was designed in Israel. That's therefore that's the weight.
Okay,
So,
no, we got
otherwise-
to continue because Andy needs to leave, so.
Well, I can give you a
Right.
few extra minutes.
All right, so the address to JTS is
Can you go
3080
back to
Broadway.
that? I was just
Oh,
writing
go
that down.
back.
I have to mail them
I'll,
things.
It's on the
It's gonna be
transmittal.
on your transmittal.
I'll put it in the chat and it's
On
on
my-
every. you
It's on the
have.
chat. You put it in the chat, you said? 'Cause I
Yep,
don't have,
I'm going to do that right now.
okay.
And it will be
Okay,
your transmittal sheet. And you'll get to know it as 3080 Broadway,
Thank
New York.
you.
and you'll-
That's what I needed. I got it right out
107.
of the chat. That's fine. That's all I needed. Okay.
So how do we fundraise? We send out campaign letters. I have sample campaign letters if you like. We do e-blasts. We do your newsletters through Southern Region and through your own sisterhood. There are videos, Torah fund events, the e-cards, the greeting cards, and the donor giving levels. This is where we get our funds to make our goal. And to not only doing that, but Torah Fund is not just goal raising, it's educating our members and our members of our temple or synagogue, what we do to for the conservative Masorti movement that is so vital for the future students who are becoming rabbis, cantors, and education leaders to perpetuate the conservative Masorti movement. So it's not just all about giving money. Your part also is to instruct and guide them through what we do for them. Next line. Do you have any questions about that? Good. Here are some events that were given for Torah Fund. We had a Torah Fund brunch. We had a virtual visit to Ziegler. Someone brought in a cantorial student. Moore told me the other night they had a book club event, and they also had a Mahjong event. If your temple so chooses to do a Mahjong event, it is not a tournament that belongs to the Mahjong League's name, so it's called event. And if you have someone who's creative to make these beautiful emailed invitations, you are really lucky.
We are very lucky with a phenomenal flyer person. And here's Martha. Say hello, Martha.
Hi, Martha.
Unmute, say hello. All right, go ahead. And Andy and Paula and Martha, it's okay to start. It's time to start thinking about what we want for an event. So, we'll talk about that, offline. We don't need to involve Hillary in that.
Nope, just let me know when you're doing it.
Yeah, of course.
And you have the whole year, not just through December. You have it through June. Now, this is something really cool. We offer student speakers to come and talk as part of an event. The 2 people that you need to contact. You want a guest speaker from California, you're going to email Rabbi Brad Artson. He's the coolest guy. He married my niece and nephew. I love him to death. Well, I love him sincerely. And Lisa Paul is our contact for JTS. I did ask about last night about the other 3 seminaries in Germany, Israel, and Buenos Aires. You can inquire to Lisa, but that's not necessarily who you're going to get. A speaker can be anybody. It could be a man or a woman or there. And it could be a cantorial student, an education student, or a rabbinical student. Have in mind what you want the speaker to talk about when you email either Rabbi Artson or Lisa Paul. They're not going to come up with the idea. You, as your Torah Fund group, need to see as a program what you want from the student. Ours was Sarah Rockford from JTS. It was celebrating our 80th year, and our rabbi and our education rabbi were JTS alum, and they had a one-on-one Zoom, and 20 people showed up, and then we had 8 cakes to eat. And then she came back. Yeah, there was a lot of food left. And then Sarah came back in the summer and did a program, which we did one-on-one. I didn't have to contact Lisa. And we paid her. And she did the relationship between food and Torah. So you find out what their loves are, their likes, what they want, and what you want. You can say, what's your path? Where are you going? What do you see yourself doing? Or you say, tell me something cool about yourself and what was your journey to coming to seminary school? So
You
those
sure
are
mentioned the honorarium, Hillary.
the one thing is called the honorarium. Thank you, Marcia. It is $200, and that is written from your sisterhood affiliates account to the speaker. No and ifs or buts.
Okay. Understood.
All right, our beautiful pin, which I can't wait for all of you to get them when you order them. Pins are distributed as of last week through the office. We're still one box shy. The associate patron and higher donor levels, that starts at 1,200 and goes up to 2,500, and the gems are different. The Guardian pin is a pearl, which I'm getting this year. And then the other pins are ruby, diamond, and emerald. Emerald is a woman who is donating scholarship patron at $2,500. Here's the beauty of pins. They're your thank you notes. But let's say someone says, I would love to get a donate at 180, but I just can't do all at once. Well, this is where, Paula, you come in. You can break down the gifts. I have someone who's a patron and pays monthly $100 in tax to get, and she gets her pin right away. If someone wants to donate 300, break it down. But the person upon first payment, you need to give that person her pin. That's her pin. She's making payments. You keep track of her payments. Send an email out, decide when she's paying, but that's her pin, and let her wear it proudly like you wear yours, if you so decree.
Paula, so you guys all know, at our affiliate, our custom is not to do these payment plans. There have been one or two exceptions where somebody would make 2 payments, but we really haven't actively offered, a monthly payment plan. It's just a lot of extra bookkeeping.
Well, actually,
So.
it is charged through the New York office. This one person, she's just gave her Visa card, and she's charged monthly, and then I see it on the quarterly transmittals.
Okay, so if someone wants to do that, we could direct them to make their payment through the website.
Mhm.
And then they can send the confirmation email to Paula so she can make note of it.
Right,
Okay.
and it's a great way. Now, other level donors don't shy away from them. Every bit is supported at any level. Just remember, at $25 or more, it is tax deductible, and you'll get a receipt. I do have people in my chapter who give 18, and I thank them because they're giving high. So everyone that you get a donation from, it is your responsibility to personally thank them by email. And I do have a thank you letter, Andy, that was given to me. If you want it, just email me. I want the thank you letter.
That would be great.
Okay. Okay, next slide. And yes, they were packed in September. Just
And the delay is because they're actually coming from Israel. We all know what's going on in Israel. So we're all
Right.
very thankful that we actually got them and that we were able to employ people in Israel to make them there. And it's extra special because of that this year.
And they're beautiful, what I've been told. Really want mine because I'm going to Temple this week, as usual. All right, 2 things: the Chassidot and the videos. Chassidot, yeah, I know.
Hadashot.
Yes, you see how my Hebrew with the training has paid off.
Hadashot means something new.
Right. News from Torah Fund. There are 3 members in Southern Region that are contributors, alongside our Vice President Lori Snow. There are old um, letters showing throughout the year what they have written, and you go in the archives to read various references. The next one's coming out, I believe, in November 11th. One will come out in February, and one will come out with May and June. Now, and these publications are now the Torah Fund Stands with Israel. And Torah
They're
Fund
not
Stands with Israel
publications,
comes
they're
out.
events. They're online
Their
events.
events online. I've signed up for mine already, which is taking place in October. And it's a video,
Next
Zoom,
week.
and
There's one next week,
Yeah,
next
there's-
Tuesday, 24th is the first one.
right, and it's in the at 11 a.m. And we encourage you to attend, but they will also be recorded if you cannot make it because you're working. I don't work on Tuesdays, but
So,
they're really. Go ahead.
okay. I want to give a little pitch for our region newsletter here because which just came out today.
Yeah,
It
beautiful.
comes out every other week, and this series is mentioned more than once in our newsletter. So we don't repeat everything that you get in the Women's League. Women's League has a weekly newsletter called WL Week. And our region has it every other week, so we don't repeat everything, but every other issue, we highlight some of the Women's League offerings. So you can still sign up for the one that's next week. It's with Israel Consul General. It looks very, very interesting.
Yeah. So I'm very excited for it. All right, moving forward. Back to the cards. These are our e-cards. Look at the highlighted portion for the United States. It says TorahFundEcards.jtsa.edu.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
I was trying to copy it and put it in the chat.
And
And I-
there's no way to just flip back, huh, Lemore? Anytime
No.
you're in the full
Can you
screen,
go
it
back to that. Where is that?
goes forward.
there.
huh?
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah.
It's really easy and it's a really nice thing to participate in. Let's say you want to congratulate someone for an honor. We have Mazel Tov. If you have a friend or a relative who's sick, you don't want to buy a card, we have a Mishabera card. They are $5 each. It goes through step by step with you on how to do this. You click on in honor of or in memory of, and you put down the person's name and their email as recipient. You add your information. Again, must emphasize you are Southern Region, you're a West End Synagogue.
I'm gonna give you a plug, Hillary. So I have
Okay.
one of these fancy dancy boxes that has sections for cards. So I buy about 20 Torah Fund cards at the very beginning of the year, and I put them in there. But every once in a while, I do a lot of traveling for work, and I want to send a card, but I don't have the time to write it out and to put a stamp on it, get it in the mail, and all of that. And so I just go on the website, boom, 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 and the card gets sent in my name with my, from me, and by email, and they know I was thinking of them, and it doesn't, again, I don't have to find it and stamp it and all of that. So there are sometimes I like the physical correspondence, but sometimes this is easier and better in our fast society.
Mm-hmm.
The money raised is not collected to our fund goal. It is collected at the end and is given to the region's goal. So all of our region, all of the e-cards that we send out is going to be put into one pile at the end of June, and then it will go towards Southern Region's goal for the year. So don't feel upset that you're not getting credit. You're getting credit as a whole region. Okay. Any questions? Good. Okay. Back to Torah Fund greetings. This year they put in one amazing card. It's called the all-purpose card. And it's the second one in brown on the top.
Oh.
Sorry, ladies.
And you could, and if you have cards in the gift shop, like Helen Crowley has ordered, Helen may want to order some of these all-purpose ones, Marcia. And again, it's $1 each and a minimum of $50. And they're great to have because sometimes you just want to send a note with a beautiful Judaic setting.
Mhm.
And again, on the bottom of the slide, it tells you where to go and who to email, and it's done for you. It couldn't be easier. And as Limor said, she's got a box, she puts a stamp, and she'll send them, or she'll do e-cards. The choice is everybody's. Now our favorite part, online donations. Now you're going to get two types of people. The one who wants to get it done like this, and the one who says, I like check best because I want the receipt. You're going to both get the receipts. Paula, you're going to be getting monthly reports where you'll have checks that you already have on your transmittal. You'll get a report from me that shows everyone who did a donation online. Your responsibility for
Thanks,
the
Andy.
person.
Andy's leaving.
Bye, Andy. So when you do your Torah Fund donation, this is it, inspired by jtsa.edu/Torah Fund. When you hit this button, make sure it says Torah Fund. This is where you can put your credit card in. Never ever call the office or leave a message with your credit card on the message machine. And they've had that. So it's a safety rule. It walks you through the steps. Again, Paula, and with Andy knowing later. The most important thing again, make sure that the online donor emails you when she receives her receipt from the Torah Fund office. This way you have the ability to track her information. Now she's responsible through check and by electronic Torah Fund donation. Must emphasize again, your temple, West End Synagogue, your affiliate Southern, and your region Southern and your affiliate West End. We will not get credit if we don't have that, because we have a Beth Shalom and a Beth Shalom in Southern region. And we have Temple Israel's all over the nation. They do not know who goes where unless we have those vital pieces of information. Does that make sense,
Yep,
Paula?
yep.
Okay. The other thing, it will always happen when a person writes a check, it only says Torah Fund. It doesn't say Torah Fund Paula Berger. It doesn't say Torah Fund in care of West End Synagogue. It doesn't say Torah Fund 2024-25. You can memo that. But it doesn't say anything but Torah Fund. If you see a check, Paula, like that, you hand it back to the donor and say, please rewrite it kindly with a smile. Reason being, they only can cash.
What should it say? Because it says right here, make checks payable to Torah Fund. What should it
That's
say?
it.
But I think you're saying in the memo line, Paula, that we want them to put
Okay,
West End Synagogue in the memo line.
sounded like she
Right.
I
wanted
think that's what
elsewhere too.
Hillary
Okay.
was getting
I
at.
know. That's what I'm saying. Some people will say West End Synagogue on the check line. That's no, it's in the memo line.
Oh,
So so the check is payable to Torah Fund, the memo line says West End Synagogue. Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Now,
Southern.
You're-
We need to say what Nashville, Tennessee, the whole thing on the
No,
Torah.
just West End Synagogue, Southern Region,
Southern-
right? The same two designations that we
Okay,
need for the online donations.
well, they also say, okay. They
yeah,
also,
it's
In the
gonna make
memo
sense to you in
line.
the next slide. Very much so. There's your transmittal form.
I
There you
have
go.
my own version of this already with all the information we need. I made it up a while ago. So I have
I
it.
need, okay, I need to see that for approval.
It looks just like this. It's just,
Okay.
this was not as easy to, I didn't have it
Well,
on.
I found out how to do it today. I did. I'm so
more?
excited. I was able to do it through the site and download it through Word, and
Word or PDF? It should be
I
a
hit PDF.
it should be a fillable PDF.
PDF, and I hit print, and it was on landscape, not portrait, and I came out. Look,
I can show it to you if you want to share me to share my screen. It's
this
just
is what came
online.
out today.
So,
Yeah, I would love to see that.
all right, you want me to show it to you right now?
Yes, please.
All right,
Okay.
well, Limor has to switch, make
Yeah.
Paula co-host so that Paula can share her screen.
Yep, hang on a second. I'm gonna make sure it shows the right thing. When I switch to it, it's not picking it up for some reason.
Are you the co-host yet?
Hang on a second, it's picking up other things. Let's see. It's picking up the
I think
right.
I enabled everybody when I enabled,
Oh, okay,
because I knew we were a small group, so.
okay.
There you go. You can see it.
I just see the.
You're sharing the directory item, you're
Yeah.
not sharing the actual
Oh,
document.
I
You're
tried
sharing
to.
your directory, not your,
Uh-huh. Okay, let's
so,
see if I can find the right.
Share and then reshare it.
yeah, did you open it
I
up?
gotta find it. Yes, of course I opened it up. I'm staring at it. I just have a lot of other things open.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hi.
that's usually the problem.
Yeah, hang on, I will.
Well, you gotta end the share and then start a new one.
Yeah, but I can't find that document for some reason. Hang on one more time while I look for it.
when you
But
share, you can scroll through everything that's open and pick the right
yeah,
one.
I can. But right now I have too many things on too many screens. I have a whole bunch of work stuff open as well since I'm at my desk. So give me one more second
Take
to
your time.
find it. Okay, I
So,
found it. Now, am I sharing it yet? Not yet.
not yet.
But I did find it, so that's the good news.
Yay.
Martha, you have a really great team. I'm so excited for you.
I have 24 documents open, and that's the problem. I just can't get it to.
Limor,
Thank you.
does that feel familiar, Limor?
Yeah, when I left work today, I was like, uh-oh, and I had to write down what I had open so I didn't forget for tomorrow what I have to do.
Why is it not showing here? Okay, I see the document. Okay,
There we go.
There it is.
Okay,
Alright.
let me tell you. There's two things you're
Okay,
missing.
but this is your own internal. This is not what you're sending to JTS.
what do
Yeah,
I have to send them? It's the same document. It just doesn't have their address written on it.
No,
I don't know.
it's not
Yeah,
acceptable.
if you don't send in their form, they're not gonna take it.
Okay,
That's
can you
right.
just then, can
Sorry.
you just send me the form then? I mean, I'll just.
Yeah,
I mean, you-
copy the
well,
doc-
Hillary is gonna follow up with an email to everyone with all the information we put in the chat. I've been putting in a Word document. We'll make it look nice and pretty. She'll send that out and she'll send you a PDF copy of this as well.
I don't want a
It's on the
PDF. I
website.
want something I can use. PDF's not fillable.
It's PDF
It's
or
a fillable PDF,
I believe so.
not a,
But-
not a spreadsheet.
Alabama does, but
Not that I found.
Is it a spreadsheet or just a fillable PDF? What is it?
I think it's a
Alabama
static PDF,
cohort
Paula.
do it.
But you can write to
couldn't-
you can write to Cheryl Moss Solomon and see if they have an Excel version or a fillable PDF version. But from what I've seen, it's just hard copy, essentially.
I-
I know, it's ridiculous.
But here's the
I'll
thing,
just
Paula.
modify mine to look just like theirs then. I mean,
Exactly,
I'm not gonna do
exactly.
anything on paper. I haven't done
Right,
anything.
no,
on
of
paper in
course
25
not.
years, so,
No, I'm with you.
yeah.
Paula,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. Let's go back to transmittal. And I think that's great that you doing your own way if you can do it. Can I go back to transmittal? Because I need to show Paula what she needs to do.
Yeah,
Wait,
hold on.
we're almost done
I
now.
You're killing me. No, you're not killing me. I'm killing me that I can't do it.
Okay.
Okay,
Make this a little
there we
bigger,
go.
a little bigger. All right. Paula, you need on the left-hand side. Left-hand side, yeah. It says new donor. If you are a new donor to Torah Fund, you have to click it.
She's not gonna know that. Okay,
to
Paula,
be-
we'll
How
get,
will I know that? Yeah.
we'll get a list from,
Past
we'll
Torah
get a
Fund.
list from Gay.
Yeah, you'll get your past Torah Fund person should know. I send all my Excel sheets to my new Torah Fund chair. Then the gray box, forget about it again. And then, but on top, Paula, it's a sisterhood. That's where you write West End Synagogue. Form filled out by Paula Berger. City, state, and province. I do West End Synagogue, city, state, and province. I always give my temple's address, but my phone and email is from me. Okay? I give my personal phone number and my email. I just don't give them my personal address. Date form completed is when you send the checks that day. And the region is always going to be Southern. The source code and the two codes on the top in gray, that's the office's use. There are 9 slots on this sheet, not 10. When you get 5 to 6 checks, you're going to send them in. This is how you're going to send them in.
Why is
You're
that
gonna make
5 to
3
6 checks?
Oh, I mean, we don't want you to hold on to the checks. If
Oh,
you get 10 checks, like in Rapids, let's say you go to the temple to pick up the checks and you got 12, then use as many forms as you want, but don't
Where-
hold on them for
I
the,
have to mail this? I haven't sent anything by mail in 10 years. I don't have stamps, envelopes, anything. I'm gonna have to find a way that I could submit it electronically because I
No,
don't.
no,
do
no,
mail.
Paula, hold on.
Oh, don't
Relax,
worry.
please.
let me explain.
Please
And
take a breath, relax.
you're going to be reimbursed by your sisterhood.
I don't care about the money. I don't have a mailbox. There's no mailboxes in my area.
Yes, we are physically sending these checks to Torah Fund. That's their rules.
I'm resigning. Bye.
What-
I'm sorry. I can't work with 50-year-old technology. I'm sorry.
We'll have a conversation offline then. Okay, we'll have a conversation with Gay offline.
What's the West End Synagogue address? Since you said you put the
3810 Weston, isn't it 3810 Weston Avenue, Nashville? I'm
I'm
not
sure I
sure
know
what
the
the zip
zip
is.
37205.
my zip, yeah.
Would you like me to go further on, or would you like to personally talk to Marcia about this privately?
I
Let's
just,
finish and then she and Marcia can have a conversation afterwards.
Yeah,
can
let's,
I scan, do they have a scanner? Can I write it by hand and
I
scan
don't,
it? to
we'll,
them? I mean,
you know
really?
what, we'll explore those options.
I get a copy of everything you do, Paula, with the checks. You can scan those to me back via email.
If I get, I mean, I haven't seen a check yet. None of the checks have come to me in check
Yeah.
format. They've all gone directly to the office or been credit cards, so. It's
Right,
not like
so
I have
you've been
checks to
fortunate.
send.
You've been fortunate. When checks do come in, this
Yeah,
is
then
what.
I can see that you have to send them, but I don't have any, literally don't have, I have to go by.
No, you're gonna go to the post office. And you're gonna send them by priority mail and tracking. Again, West End Sisterhood is going to reimburse you. And
Right.
your president is online and your past president's online. You're not paying for anything.
I'm
You're-
not worried about paying for it. I'm worried about finding my way to the post office. I work full time, it's okay.
I understand. I
I do
totally get it.
everything online, so,
Right.
yeah,
Welcome to
50
JTS.
years
Torah
ago.
Fund.
Well,
Yeah.
welcome to what, did you say?
So,
Welcome to JTS Torah Fund.
to give you a little bit of history, the fact that we can donate online is fairly new. It's only a few years old. It used to only be this way. And the reason it was this way is that it was very difficult to figure out who sent their check-in and whatever. So we like to control and know how much we collected. So
Frozen
now
more.
have a better system where
We get
people
in,
can
is what she's saying.
and put their region, put their affiliate, but we used to not. So that's why people like to know, and that's why we ask for your donor to give you confirmation, because there are still some times where it doesn't get credited properly. So that's the history of it. It's not great, but
Well, I have been getting the confirmations from the donors, but they're electronic. I mean, you know.
But you do have
I
people,
try and encourage them to do it electronically as much as possible, but you're still gonna have some people that are old fashioned and want to do it this way.
Right, if I get handed a check, I can see that, but filling out forms, never mind.
right, but here's the thing. You need to keep a copy of the checks and the form. And I need to have it as well, the
When
copy
you
of
say I need to
it.
give a copy, am I not sending the checks itself?
No, the checks and the original transmittal goes to JTS Torah Fund. You
From,
keep,
by me?
you keep
Okay,
your own electronic version, but you also need to send me via scanning the copies of the checks and the transmittal. I'm your check and balances, because when I get the quarterly reports from the Torah Fund office, I need to go and check everyone off to make sure that everything is coherent and in one place. And we work together, Paula, on checks and balances. Let's say a check didn't get cashed, but you had it in transmittal. I can say, look at the transmittal, and then I can call you or email you and say, the office is missing this check. Do you still have it? And you can say, oh, Hillary, yeah, I sent this in on October 1st, 2024. It's her check number is this, blah, blah, and then I can call back the office and say, yes, we have it. So there's a check and balance system here.
I'm still
And it
not
is
understanding where, who has the check?
the check goes to the main Torah Fund office. It is care of Cheryl Moss Solomon. She is our data
Goes.
manager.
How does it go there? It
You-
goes there.
You are going to the US Post Office or
Okay,
FedEx,
so the
and
checks
you're going to
come
put
to
it in a
me,
brown envelope.
and I see, I'm still not,
They come-
checks come to me, and
Hillary,
then I
let
have
me
to
answer
scan
her
them. Wait,
question.
wait, let me just, let's see if I understand what the process is that you're saying. The checks come to me. I copy them, so that, okay, so I have to make a copy of them and enter them on your whatever form, and then they go there. But you want a copy or scan or whatever of the check as well?
The checks and the transmittal form.
Okay, all right. Because you kept saying it in passive voice, like they go there, and I'm like, wait, who?
I
How
know,
does
I'm
it go
sorry.
there?
Yeah,
Okay.
they go to the main checks and the main transmittal form always goes to the Torah Fund office. And the date complete is the date when you mail them.
And what did you say about the date?
That's when you write the date when you mail them on the date form completed. So you
Okay.
know that's when you mailed it.
When what percentage of people will hand me a check versus have the check sent? So far, every check that we've had has been sent directly from something to the office.
What office?
I assume the
Torah
office,
Fund office.
Or are they sending it to the shul?
I don't think they're sending it to the shul. That's not what it
I
sounds like,
don't
but I
think
don't know.
nobody's sending it to JTS.
Okay.
Nobody is sending checks to JTS, Paula. Any
Are
checks,
they sending it directly to your address, or they're gonna drop it off at the shul?
And Paula, you can make it so that it only goes to the shul care of you. So you do not have to get them at your house if you want that way. Or you can
No,
have every,
either way, I don't care where I get them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
looking at the notes that I've gotten, which say that they are going to the charity address, Development Department, their 3080 Broadway, acknowledgement.
wait, stop, Paula, let me answer your question. The checks are made out to Torah Fund. The Torah Fund office is the office in New York. This transmittal form is accompanies the
I
checks.
understand that, but the
Yeah.
checks are not, some of these checks are going straight there. They're coming from people's accounts of some sort that, like
Are
funding.
you
a state
sure
account.
it's for Torah fund stuff?
Yeah,
Oh, I think, wait, you said Ruth Pressman?
and Beth Wise, they're all going.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
so I'm not crazy. These are not.
No, okay. Yes, okay. So,
Thank you.
all right, all right,
I
put
haven't
your,
seen a
put-
check,
well,
but they're going there without me. That's why
okay,
I'm a
all
little
right.
lost there.
I know what's going on. Okay, so Lemoore, you're probably familiar with this. What Paula is talking about is two of the women who've already made their Torah fund contributions for the year. They have donor advised funds. So they're, they've told their
Right, their
uh,
financial advisor sends it in for them.
right, their financial advisor sent it directly to JTS. How does Paula follow up with Cheryl to make sure that those two contributions are credited to West End Synagogue?
I get the quarterly report and I will send
But
out.
we
the full-
don't, but here's the thing, Paula, we don't know if Ruth and Beth on their check from their donor advised fund, if they notated, that it's
Right.
West End
So that-
Synagogue.
I do have
Southern.
that. They do say it. They
Oh,
specify that
we
they've
should be
notated.
okay. You
But
should
this is
see
why I
it.
was totally lost about why.
Okay.
I haven't
Well,
seen
that's-
a check. They were all going there
I understand
directly
now.
so far. Okay.
And just to give you the heads up, Paula, that is probably what I'm gonna do too. I haven't made my donation yet, but that's probably but they're also very diligent people who sent you the copies, of-
And someone also has donated by credit card, so that's why I haven't actually.
Yes, I
seen
see what you're
a check,
saying.
and it
Yeah,
was, so I thought
right.
must be the way
So,
they all
yeah,
go.
'cause this is really the time to start advertising.
Got
So
it.
Martha, actually, in every newsletter, email you send out, you should be talking about paying dues and
I am.
Torah fund with the links. They gotta have the links.
I
Yeah.
am.
Yep, good.
Okay.
And a copy of the flyer to show,
Yes, yep.
yes.
Paula,
And
what-
Hillary, just so you know, we customized the flyer so that it has, our payment information and emphasizes to include West End Synagogue and Southern Region.
And
So,
I always custom my own,
Yep.
customize my own.
yeah.
And I'm pretty
Paula?
sure the checks go to this temple, not to me, from that form.
I don't remember. I was
There, I have-
starting to look for that
Hang on, I'm gonna walk away for a
For-
second. 'cause it's
for our flyer. Yeah.
What I'm gonna do for
I think
Paula,
the flyer said to send a check to Paula's address.
It does. The flyer does.
I have in my
Mhm.
possession.
And it says email a copy of your donation receipt to my email address, so that's good.
Which is good.
Yeah,
And
so-
now we just have to see
I
if
never
I can break in for a
Laura
second.
Fund can give you
Let me
a
break in.
form that's,
Can I break in, please? Thank you. Paula, to help you along with those donations like Marcia's gonna be doing, I have in my training folder about the IRAs and bank transfers and things like that. I will send that to you if you give me your email address. I have it.
it's on the invitation.
Yes. No, I have it. Yeah. So that, yeah, I will send that out to you as well.
Thank you.
And I'll explain to you how the people are doing it. Will that
Oh, I
be
know
okay?
how they're doing it. I just didn't know I thought that all of them were doing things directly to the office. So, that's all. I know how they're doing
And this
it.
is why
So
we're doing
Paul-
the training tonight. Go ahead.
so, Paula, our flyer does say to do the checks at the office.
Mhm.
And Martha, if you could just make sure that, Anne and Megan know to let Paula know or
Okay.
Gay or somebody when there's checks there. Cause Paula's not gonna, just bop in there on the regular basis to look for checks.
Yeah, but it should always say care of Paula Berger. Okay, we'll get that situated for you, Paula, and we'll make it as easy as possible. And I'm always available by email and text, except Thursdays and Fridays when I work. And I cut off, you're so Central Time, I'm Eastern Standard Time. I will not respond to a text after 2 o'clock your time on Fridays.
We're also not in Eastern Standard Time, which was even more confusing when you sent the thing about time. We're in Eastern.
Oh, I
Daylight
know.
Time.
I saw my goof. Yeah, this is a
We're
split
in Central.
time zone.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
we're
like,
still
okay.
we're also in daylight time, and once we got the times right, it still had the wrong time zone, but daylight time.
So
I
this-
used to run a very
just-
global organization where there were people in so many different time zones that you had to be extremely careful. And some people had changed their clocks, and some countries had not changed their clocks, and it's very confusing.
military hours, and so yeah, I'm with you on that. And this is how it is. I get your sisterhood summary report by tender. The 3-year summary I've already received at the end of our vice president's term. I get a summary by donor and a donor detail by tender. I send you these reports. I send you 2 reports per month. The reason you haven't received any reports is I am lacking in computer skills and we're trying to figure my system out. So there's my apology to you on my end that I have not been up sending you anything.
The 3-year summary, is that how I figure out if it's a
Yes.
new donor?
That's for me.
It's
I
an
get that.
exception for us, Paula. I'll explain offline.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to get summary by donor and donor detail by tender
Right, I see that.
from me.
Trying to figure out why.
Yeah. And those are, again, a check and balance for you to make sure that you have on your system the same as what they have on their system when they send you out,
Hillary,
when I send the report.
the summary by donor, how far back does that
Mhm.
go?
It's only for the year.
Only for the year?
So what's in the 3-year summary?
Yeah, what's in the 3-year summary?
Summary that I give after my term. And I get it every
Okay, but
quarter just to see what.
You have the last one from Barbara Hellman then, right?
Mhm.
Did
And that's
that
how I
go-
based off your goals.
And does it go by donor? I think they're trying to ask.
Yeah,
I have everyone who's given from last year. I got all Barbara's June 2024.
it's
So-
not, that's all
The
right.
3-year
never mind.
summary is it's been
We
every-
need, no, we've been giving a group check for years. So that's why I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like almost all of our donors are gonna be new donors this year because we're doing it this way.
and you're going to get applauded for that.
Well,
Why are they
yeah,
all gonna be
unless
new
Paula
donors?
quits on me, so.
I missed that. Why are
Unless-
they all new donors?
Because
We'll talk
West End-
about it offline. I don't want this recorded.
Okay.
West
I
End
have
was
to be done in 10 minutes because Marcia Jaff is picking me up to go walking, so.
okay. All right, let's go.
Next.
This is your Torah Fund page. You can download it and hand it out at all the Torah Fund events or programs, educational events. You will see that this is the pin for the $2,500 scholarship patron, but your pins at the $180 level is plain. It gives you the JTS edu/Torah Fund, how to give it online. That's for you to tell everyone how to do it. On the bottom, it gives you the address of the Torah Fund office. It gives a brief explanation of Am Yisrael Chai, the people of Israel live. And then lists all the 5 seminaries. I want to just go briefly over, since I have you online, your goals, since I have Martha online as well. Martha, West End's goal for this year is $5,000. And I send it to Andy. And unfortunately, she's not here right now. But I need acceptance of the goal for this year.
From me or from Andy?
Either or. Andy, I have to report back on the 26th. Set
Marcia,
these
was that our
dates.
goal from last year also?
We were at 4,800 last year, but I don't think we'll have any problem
Okay,
doing the additional 200, so.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Carol.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. And then, the pins for Andy, Martha, that are being sent to you are 20
Yep.
benefactors at the 180 level, 5 guardian pins at the 300 level.
Okay,
And, Andy can request more if, when you get your donors
okay,
to go up to levels. So that is what you're getting. Hopefully, both shipments have come through to you. We were the last to be packed.
okay.
But we
And
were
they were sent
packed.
to,
And
they were sent to West, and they're
and they
being sent
sent-
to West
No, I
End.
have them. Martha, I have them.
Or probably sent to
Marcia, you have
Andy.
them?
Or no,
Okay.
they went to
I have them because I was
Yeah.
the previous Torah fund.
Okay, thank
Right.
you.
That is it. Paula, I will work on this transmittal and IRA forms for you. You'll probably get them Monday at the earliest because I am working and I'm on the floor, so I can't. If I get home tomorrow night, I will work on this first thing. But I will get them to you. Email me or call me with any questions about the transmittals and what I'm going to do for you and what we do together as a sisterhood affiliate for Torah Fund. That's
Thank you
it.
for
Do you have
taking
any more
this on,
questions?
Paula. And
Yes.
maybe we can drive some technology upgrades here.
So Hillary, when you want copies of the checks in the transmittal fund, can I send you those electronically? Just
Yeah,
send them
by,
by email?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Paper I will print them out. That paper will print.
say that
It's-
again?
it's-
I'm sorry, I
She's-
couldn't
she's
I
understand.
have
just
paper.
joking.
I'm
Oh,
joking.
you'll print them out, you said.
Yeah, I'm gonna start
You
plastic.
can do whatever you want at your end. I mean,
I would love to save them on my files if I knew how to save them. I'm still learning. I'm in the, I don't even smirk. I've been working on this and I was so happy I could download the transmittal form today. I was like throwing myself a party here. So, and I have a Mac computer. So does it all. But I want to thank all of you for your time tonight. It's been enlightening on my end. So when I do this again for smaller groups like this, I will tweak a little bit. Don't worry about anything. I'm here. I'm here to guide you, here to help you, and we both will learn together and guide ourselves through the next 2 years.
Thank
Oh.
you so much,
That's it.
Hillary.
thank you.
Thank you.